I'm going to be honest about SmackDown. SmackDown has honestly not been entertaining these past couple weeks. The energy just hasn't been there. The pacing feels off. The stories feel repetitive. Half the show lately feels like WWE is just filling time until the next PLE. There's no urgency anymore. SmackDown used to feel unpredictable. It used to feel like every week something major could happen. Now it feels like you can miss the show, catch highlights on social media, and lose absolutely nothing. Raw honestly feels more alive right now, while SmackDown feels like it's on autopilot.
Remember when they tried to count me out? Count me up. Now all I do is count it up. Count it up. Tell them haters look at me now. Every day payday on my fucking calendar. Hey, I remember when the niggas down and out. Down and out. Man, ain't nobody try to help me up. They help me up. Man, tell them haters look at me now. Every day payday on my fucking calendar. Hey, hey.
This is the Third Eye Wrestling Podcast, where we don't just watch wrestling, we see through it. And also the show where we say what wrestling fans are already thinking, but are too scared to say online because the second you criticize somebody, here comes the angry fan base ready to defend bad booking like their lives depend on it. We got to talk about WrestleMania because apparently WWE commentators want us to believe every single return is the greatest moment in wrestling history. Paige's return. Look, was it cool? Sure. Was it emotional for long-time fans? Absolutely. But the way commentary was reacting, you would have thought The Rock and Stone Cold returned together to fight the entire bloodline. But everybody needs to calm down. This wasn't some all-time industry-changing moment. Paige came back, got a nostalgia pop, and people instantly started acting like she was about to carry the women's division on her back. Let's stop doing this thing where every return suddenly becomes historic just because commentary starts yelling louder. And honestly, the bigger issue is what happened after the return. Why in the world did the Irresistible Forces lose the women's tag team championships? Why? At least they looked dominant. At least they felt believable as champions. At least when they walked out, you felt like they had an identity. Paige and Brie Bella together feel like two people randomly assigned to a team in WWE 2K Universe mode. There's no chemistry. Every move looks delayed. Every sequence looks rehearsed. It feels like they're thinking through the match instead of flowing naturally. And when you compare them to actual great women's tag teams, the difference becomes painfully obvious. And can somebody explain Wade Barrett's commentary to me? Because I genuinely almost lost my mind hearing this. This man says, Brie Bella must have been studying The Miz while throwing the yes kicks. The Miz, Wade. What are you talking about? Daniel Bryan literally made the yes kicks famous. That's Brie Bella's husband. Why are we acting like The Miz invented them because he's doing a parody version of it now? This is exactly what fans mean when they say WWE refuses to properly acknowledge former talent unless it benefits the company in that exact moment. You can give Daniel Bryan credit. The world is not going to explode if commentary acknowledges one of the greatest performers of the modern era. Now let's get into something people really don't want to hear. Kiana James gets a bigger crowd reaction than Giulia right now. There, I said it. And before the angry Giulia defenders start typing essays in the comments, listen carefully. Giulia came into WWE with massive hype. People acted like she was about to instantly become the face of the women's division. Every wrestling page online treated her arrival like the second coming of Asuka in NXT. But where's the momentum now? Seriously, where is it? The aura faded quick. And some of that is WWE's fault because they keep bringing people in without understanding what made them special in the first place. But eventually, the performer has to connect too. Meanwhile, Kiana James keeps improving every single appearance. Her confidence is better, her timing is better, her character work is better. The crowd reacts to her more naturally now. At this point, Kiana honestly doesn't even need to be attached to Giulia anymore. She's developed enough to stand on her own while Giulia still feels like WWE is trying to force fans to care through presentation alone. And WWE better figure something out fast because if Giulia keeps losing momentum like this, don't be shocked if release rumors eventually start surfacing. We've seen this story before with international talent that comes in with huge expectations and then creative completely fumbles the momentum. But that brings me to Blake Monroe. I know people are hyped for this debut, but I gotta be honest. Blake Monroe screams Divas era and not in a good nostalgic way. The whole presentation feels outdated. The vibe feels like WWE grabbed a character concept from 2008 and just updated the graphics package. Some fans are acting like this debut is going to revolutionize women's wrestling. I'm sitting here wondering if people are confusing attractiveness with actual talent again. Because wrestling fans do that all the time. Somebody walks out with confidence and looks good, and suddenly fans start pretending they're watching Shawn Michaels. And if you disagree, suddenly you're the problem. No, I need more than presentation. I need more than entrance music. I need more than social media hype. Show me substance. Speaking of substance, let's get into Jade Cargill. Because every time I criticize Jade Cargill, people act like I insulted a superhero. Listen carefully. Jade looks like a megastar. Her presence is undeniable. Her physique is incredible. Her entrance feels important. But when she grabs a microphone, what exactly is she saying? Seriously, every promo sounds like somebody generated random motivational quotes using artificial intelligence. I'm that girl. I'm money. I dominate. I'm the storm. She probably don't say that last one. But okay, where's the actual personality? Where's the emotion? Where's the story? Where's the connection? A great promo makes fans feel something. Right now, Jay sounds like she's reciting catchphrases instead of speaking naturally. And before anybody says, well, she's still learning, yes, that's my point. She still needs work. WWE is trying so hard to present Jade as this unstoppable attraction that sometimes it feels like they're hoping fans ignore the weaknesses entirely. And while WWE keeps focusing on presentation over development, Chin continues getting wasted. I swear WWE never knows what to do with her. Every year it's the same cycle. Bring her in, give fans hope, do nothing meaningful, throw her into another random faction. And now people are acting like putting her in a group magically fixes everything. It doesn't. Faction only works if everybody involved actually benefits. Otherwise, it just becomes background noise on TV. And then there's BFAB. BFAB filler. Now, let's talk about Royce Keys because I know this one's going to upset everybody. Royce Keys feels like a unfinished creator wrestler. I'm serious. When he shows up on screen, it feels like somebody skipped half the customization options. No real identity, no memorable presentation, no standout personality, no signature charisma. And then his finisher is a spine buster. A spine buster in 2026. That's the move we're supposed to lose our minds over. Look, there's nothing wrong with simple wrestling. Not everybody needs to do Canadian destroyers off the ladder. But if your move set is basic, your character has to carry the rest. And right now, there is no strong character. And before people twist my words, this has nothing to do with him not wanting to play some stereotypical black role. That's completely fine. Nobody wants forced, cartoonish black stereotypes anymore. But if you're avoiding stereotypes, then you still need to give fans something unique to connect with. Right now, Royce Keys feels like a default template wrestler. Honestly, he shouldn't even be getting shots of trying to get a shot at a title right now. He should have started in NXT, developed his identity, expanded his moveset, figured out his character. Because the main roster exposes weaknesses fast. And right now, every weakness is visible. But this is exactly what happens when WWE rushes people before they're fully ready. Instead of letting talent develop naturally, they throw people onto television and hope presentations fix everything. Sometimes it works. Sometimes you get exposed immediately. But before we wrap this up, I'm going to be honest about SmackDown. SmackDown has honestly not been entertaining these past couple weeks. And I'm not saying every episode has been horrible, but compared to what SmackDown is supposed to feel like, the energy just hasn't been there. The pacing feels off. The stories feel repetitive. Half the show lately feels like WWE is just filling time until the next PLE. There's no urgency anymore. SmackDown used to feel unpredictable. It used to feel like every week something major could happen. Now it feels like you can miss the show, catch highlights on social media, and lose absolutely nothing. That's not a good sign. Raw honestly feels more alive right now, while SmackDown feels like it's on autopilot. Hopefully, after Clash in Italy, WWE starts making some serious improvements creatively, because right now, the Blue brand desperately needs better storytelling, bigger moments, stronger promos, and matches that feel important, because just okay is dangerous in wrestling. Fans don't remember okays. They remember moments that shock them, moments that get people talking, moments that make fans excited for next week. And SmackDown just hasn't had enough of those lately. But hey, those are my hot takes. Y'all let me know in the comments, which takes did y'all not agree with? Which ones do y'all agree with? And which wrestler do you think WWE is completely fumbling right now? And if you enjoyed this, don't forget to hit that like button and subscribe to the Third Eye Wrestling Podcast. And I'll catch y'all next time.